The roar of the crowd echoes through the stadium as Tanner McKee delivers a perfectly timed strike downfield, setting the tone for what will become a statement performance in this preseason clash. From the very first drive, you could feel the intensity, not just another exhibition, but a chance for players to stake their claim before the regular season kicks off. McKee's composure under pressure was impossible to ignore, dissecting the Bengals' defense with a blend of crisp passing, smart reads, and decisive movements that screamed readiness for bigger responsibilities. Every snap seemed to carry the weight of a quarterback hungry to prove he can lead when the spotlight shines brightest. On the opposite sideline, Joe Burrow returned with an efficiency that reminded everyone why considered one of the league's most dangerous passers. 9 completions on 10 attempts, 2 touchdowns, and effortless rhythm with his receivers. Burrow made it clear that even in preseason mode, his precision and poise are intact. Watching these two quarterbacks go back and forth was like witnessing 2 different styles of mastery. McKee's breakout urgency against Burrow's polished command. The battle between them didn't just produce points. It produced storylines that will carry well into the season. McKee's first touchdown drive set social media buzzing, not just because of the score, but because of how he engineered it. Quick decisions, fearless throws into tight windows, and a level of confidence that seemed to spread through the entire fence. His connection with wide receivers like Ainias Smith and Darius Cooper looked natural, as if they had been practicing together for years. Every successful play seemed to validate the coaching staff's trust in giving him extended representatives. Meanwhile, Burrow showcases chemistry with Jamar Chase and rookie tight end Tanner Hudson, making surgical throws that punish the slightest offensive lapse. Each pass was a reminder that Cincinnati's offensive machine remains as dangerous as ever. The game's special teams highlight came when Ainias Smith fielded a punt deep in his own territory, scanned coverage, and exploded upfield for a stunning 46-yard return. The energy in the stadium surged, fans jumping out of their seats as Smith navigated defenders like a seasoned return specialist. Moments like that can be season changers, not just for field position, but for a player's role on the roster. Coaches know these are the kinds of plays that can't be ignored when finalizing depth charts. Smith's explosiveness will now be on every opposing team's radar. Defensively, the Eagles had a standout moment from rookie Ty Robinson, who blasted through the offensive line and recorded his first NFL sack. It wasn't just raw power, it was technique, timing, and a hunger to make an impression. Plays like that can shift a player from being just another rookie to being someone the coaches see as part of the defensive rotation. And then came Patrick Johnson's interception, a perfectly read play where he anticipated the quarterback's intentions, got into position, tipped the ball, and came down with it himself. The celebration that followed wasn't just about that moment. It was about the message. The defense isn't here to just support the offense. They are ready to create their own momentum. In the first quarter, the Bengals drew first blood with Burrow orchestrating a smooth drive that ended with Hudson's touchdown catch. The Eagles answered immediately, with McKee pushing the offense down the field and executing a 4th-and-goal tush push for the equalizer. The Bengals weren't done. Burrow's timing with Chase led to another scoring drive, reaffirming their offensive threat. In the second quarter, Jake Elliott nailed a 44-yard field goal, set up by a perfectly timed McKee to Smith connection that got the crowd roaring again. McKee then delivered 2 more touchdowns, one to Smith and another to Cooper, showcasing his ability to spread the ball and keep the defense guessing. As the second half unfolded, the Eagles leaned on their defense and special teams, while adding another field goal to extend their lead. The Bengals fought back with a field goal of their own, but the momentum clearly favored Philadelphia. The defining play came in the fourth quarter when Johnson's interception put the Eagles in prime position, leading to a short rushing touchdown by Powell. The Bengals tried to rally late, but the gap was too wide to close. The final whistle marked a game that was about much more than the scoreboard. It was about what both teams learned heading toward the regular season. By the numbers, McKee finished an impressive 20 of 25 passing for 252 yards, adding 3 total touchdowns to his preseason resume. Burrow, though on limited snaps, was almost flawless with 123 passing yards and 2 touchdowns on just 10 attempts. The box score tells a story of efficiency and potential, but the real intrigue lies in the ripple effects this game will have. For the Eagles, McKee's performance might influence quarterback depth chart conversations, giving the team confidence that they have a reliable backup who can keep the offense moving if called upon. For the Bengals, Burrow's sharpness reassures fans that their franchise quarterback is ready to lead them deep into season. Midway through this breakdown, if you're enjoying the analysis and reliving these plays, now's the perfect time. Like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments on who stood out most, share it with fellow fans, and subscribe so you're always in the loop for more NFL deep dives. The conversation is just as important as the plays themselves, and your voice makes it even better. Zooming out, the preseason is often dismissed as meaningless, but this game proved why it matters. It's a proving ground where rookies like Ty Robinson announce their arrival, where special teams players like Ainias Smith show they can swing momentum in seconds, and where backup quarterbacks like McKee make their case for more snaps. These moments may seem small now, but when the regular season is in full swing, they become the turning points we look back on. For the Eagles, this performance highlights depth, versatility, and a coaching staff willing to give emerging talent a platform to shine. The offensive line gave McKee the time he needed, the receivers created separation, and the defense stepped up when it mattered most. For the Bengals, despite the loss, the positives are clear. Burrow's chemistry with his receivers is intact. The offensive playbook is already humming, and there's enough talent on both sides of the ball to challenge any team they face. Looking forward, these two teams will carry very different narratives into the season. The Eagles can now approach their opener knowing they have options behind their starter, making them less vulnerable to the kind of setbacks that can derail a season. The Bengals, with a healthy Burrow, have the firepower to compete for the AFC title, but will need to address some defensive lapses exposed in this matchup. The mental edge gained from preseason success may be subtle, but it's real, and both sides will take something valuable from this clash. This preseason meeting was more than a warm-up. It was a sneak preview of the drama, talent, and intensity we can expect all season long. From McKee's rise to Burrow's brilliance, from special teams fireworks to defensive grit, every element of this game reminded us why football grips the nation. And as the regular season approaches,